Alrighty then, GripTV Nation, here we go. Welcome on in to another GripTV Hangout. I'm joined with none other than Jesperoni, Mike Mason, Air Messi, KR Outlaw, and Jay Plays. My name's Matt Malone, and here we are for another GripTV Hangout. Send your questions to the Twitter at GripTV Live or hashtag GripTV Live. We'll be taking them as they roll in. Oh boy, lots to talk about today, including the Daytona 500. We got some news on Project Cars and a special announcement. Whoa, you're going to want to stay tuned. How the hell are you guys? Good to see you.
Good.
Yeah, good.
Oh, man. So let's start off with the big one, the Daytona 500. I know Air Messi's got some things to say. John wasn't going to be here for the hangout because he actually entered the race. Give us a breakdown on what happened there, John.
A guy who must have been turning with the keyboard was in pole. I don't know how it happened, and he had to be turning with the keyboard. His line was so erratic, it had to be. It was like this everywhere. And then, was it about the 7th lap, he just decided to go up and come back, do this again on a corner when the guy in second had a run on him. He got turned, which took like over half the field out.
Oh boy, keyboard warrior.
But you could see it coming though, because like I had about 6 cars in front of me, and there was about 3 on the outside, and as all I was doing was staying here watching. You don't want to get involved too early on. You want so the field to whittle down a bit, everybody kill each other, all that sort of stuff, and then have a run at it. With about 150 laps to go with a brand new car.
Yeah.
But yeah, even when they were doing that, everybody was just. It was like some sort of twisted human centipede. They were just everywhere. It was fucking retarded.
So you just said you could see it coming, yet you still didn't stop for it in time.
Yeah, but you could see it coming. You knew it was going to come at some point, but you never knew when it's going to happen.
Yeah, you just can't keep backing down, waiting for the wreck. You kind of got to wait till it happens, Yeah, that's
just
wild.
Keep your foot in it.
Now, that was the open or the fixed?
That was the open. The
Open,
last fix
okay.
is at 2 a.m.
Okay, because there's a huge difference. I did the fixed, and my God, that setup. What is it? What are they thinking? I've never had to lift so much in my life. It's a super speedway. You figure you can just go full bore, but that is not the case with that fixed. Yeah.
You've got to lift a little in turn 3 with the set I got for open, but it's made by a really reputable guy, so I guess everybody's in the same shape.
Yeah. So who all has done the 500? Jess Brony, you try it?
Not me.
No?
Nope.
I've done 4.
I did it.
John he has a trivia for all of us this weekend.
Yeah, I did 4. I did the first one at 2, and then I did another one. First one I got DQ'd. The second one, I was in great shape, 100 laps in, and a guy who was a lap down punted one of the lead pack up into the wall, who came down and hit me. So that put me 9 laps down getting that fixed. But I still finished at 11th, I think, and then I got killed within 30 laps yesterday morning, and I got killed within 7 today.
Oh my God.
And I go in, do all the repairs, and I'm still like chugging around about 180 mile an hour. So
see, I thought you were in the carburetor cup. That's why I thought I was watching.
It pretty much felt like that. It's just stupid.
What a completely different mindset, though, between a carburetor cup race and the Daytona. I was worried when I did my race. I'm like thinking it's going to be like Carb Cup, and everyone was just nice and easy. They got in a single file. I was surprised by how calm people were, but I guess that's not the case for every race out there.
Well, in all honesty, I pretty much almost 100% guessed that this one was going to go tits up today, because you had the qualifying and everybody sat on the grid, and they're all there, and everybody's giving their pearls of wisdom. Take it easy, guys, and all this.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 10 of you just said that. Every fucking said. That's it. Just forget about it.
Take it easy for the first couple 190 laps, guys.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Mike, I noticed that you don't have a steering wheel. That could be tough later.
Yeah, I kind of hold on to the shaft, and I just turn it like this.
Oh, hold on to that shaft.
That's how I roll.
And I noticed KR is strapped in, ready to go.
I am. You never know when you may flip. Gets real.
That's
Yeah,
what he's
I
done
know.
now. To stop him kicking his PC to bits, he's actually strapping himself at like bananas.
Jay Plays took part in a special event yesterday, right, with Core Sim Racing. What was that all about?
So that's the gathering of Twiggers Endurance Series race. It's the feeder series for the Neo Endurance Series race, which is running right at the moment. And so yeah, we won the race. Frederick did an awesome job again, and I just had to keep the car on the track. And when I jumped into the car, we were like, Frederick took like a 40-second lead in Interlagos. So that's freaking tiny track for a three multi-class race in there. And yeah, it was good. We gained so many points that we are now leading the championship in points. So,
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
that's awesome.
Congratulations, man.
Two races going, 2 races left anymore. It's gonna be Monza and Nürburgring Grand Prix.
Oh, wow.
So yeah,
That sounds exciting.
Yeah,
that's
so-
in the new Corvette, then. That thing is sexy.
yeah, it looks awesome, and it's very nice to drive. It's you have to be quite sensible with the brakes, but otherwise than that, it's just very good to drive.
So,
Very
is there
nice.
any kind of prize fund or rewards if you win the championship?
Yeah, actually, people were
4 inches
asking,
penis extension.
people were asking actually about that last week on my stream, and I was like, no, I don't think. The only thing you can get is the invitational to Neo Series next season. Then people corrected me that there is actually prize money, and I think it's the class winners will get, or the class winner teams will get $85. And there is also cash prizes for the second and third place on the classes. So it's nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Project Cars. There's a new awesome video. It's actually a pretty sweet video. I know John knows a little bit about this. You guys big Project Car fans?
I play it on a Sunday.
Oh.
It's just a fun game just to pick up and put down every now and then. But I play it on a Sunday with like all the guys I race with on the Sunday, and it's not a bad game. It's not a sim by any means, but it's perfect for something
fun.
to pick up and play with a bunch of friends for sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Taking a look at the video now, it looks like there's some. It's a U.S. race car pack DLC teaser. So I'd imagine this will be coming soon. Then.
US
I saw-
race car pack with an Aston.
I saw the Corvette GT3 in there.
Yeah, the Corvette Stingray is a stunning car.
Yeah, does look
And
good.
the other one I'm quite looking forward to is, well, it's got the Dallara as well, but the Cadillac. I love the Cadillac and I race, and I don't race it nowhere near enough. But I just love the sound of the thing.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, it's a sweet video. Don't
So that's
forget,
gonna give
guys,
us more stuff
we
to
are
mess about
taking
on Sunday.
your questions at #GripTV Live and at GripTV Live on Twitter. And also, don't forget about the GripTV Live Facebook. It's always popping with new info. And
yeah.
also the Twitter, so go check it out, guys. Also, don't forget about Discord. Discord is my new favorite app,
Oh yeah.
and
Discord's
everyone's
good at.
invited.
It's
pretty
actually it's used more than the Facebook page.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, I've always got, most of the time I always got Discord open, but usually I just check on Facebook here and there. But yeah, jump into the Discord. Anyone can join. There's people posting setups there, talking about real life racing, a place to hang out when there's not streams going on, a place to chit chat with Jesperoni because he's sitting in there all the time. So,
I just
just leave
posted
like-
that. Just posted that 24-hour invite to the GripTV Discord. So it's now or never, guys.
there
In
you go.
It's
24 hours.
not
the
quite
link will
never. We will
expire.
give you another one in 24
Yeah,
hours
yeah.
if you want to.
Come on, John, you just blew it.
Oh, and I think
Be
everybody's
there or
wondering
be square.
what
Yeah.
the recipes are for today, Jesperoni. Can you share with us?
Well, today my dad made some pancakes.
Pancakes, yes.
Pancakes.
I think he used rice flour instead of normal flour, and they're still good.
Well, you can turn around
You
and
made
ask
your
him.
father slave over the kitchen for you while you're sat there. You should be getting up off your ass and cooking for him, you lazy little shit.
I make more money than he does.
Don't say that too loud. He'll smack you.
Yeah, Dad, tell him to start cooking for you, the lazy little bugger. Go teach him life skills.
Backhanding.
Sweet Roll says your dad is Tommy Chong.
Yes.
No? Oh, yes.
Far out, man. I can't do
Far
that.
out.
I don't know why I tried that.
Hey, you guys want to talk about American Truck Simulator?
No.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
before that,
How long
I-
did the convoy actually go for?
I'm calling it 60 hours.
60 hours?
Oh my
60-hour convoy. Nice job, guys.
Thanks to Roscoe from GripTV or GTR Live. Yeah, he kept it going through the late night. But I think we're calling it 60 hours. Now, if you do an oval race at a rest stop, is that still considered a convoy? I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
We did an oval race at a rest stop.
Yeah, Hans, and I think Officer was in there. A bunch of people were in there. We were doing a oval race at a rest stop in Vegas. That's how we finished it out. But I'll be doing some truck sim tomorrow. The convoys are fun. They're pretty fun. Although the netcode and the lag is horrible in that game. But I think they got to figure that out.
I got so ridiculously bored with it so very, 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 very quickly. It was like, my God alive. I think after about 2 hours, I'd had enough to last me a lifetime.
Yeah.
Best purchase I've ever made.
It's only $20. No word on Arizona, the free DLC. I haven't got any word on when that DLC's coming out, but supposedly that's.
They probably got to reskin France first and then just transferred it over.
Yeah, so many wars have taken place in France. The Grand Canyon, they won't even have to reskin that.
Oh my God. That's Big 10-4 on that one, greasy fingers.
I have no words anymore. I'm done.
Oh man. So should we move on to the big announcement?
Before that, I would want to ask you guys, have you heard about the rumor of Forza 6 coming to Windows 10?
I have, yes.
Yes.
That was said months ago, I think.
Would you buy it? Would
Yes.
you get it?
I
if
think
it
I'm
would
going to
cost-
buy it, yeah. I think I'll get it.
Yeah,
I would straight away, and I'd probably even upgrade to Windows 10 just for it.
I was gonna say, do I have to get Windows 10 to get it? Because that
Yeah,
really.
Yeah.
I think you do,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, boy.
I think it will be only from the Windows 10 marketplace. If they're gonna use it.
There was another one as well, wasn't it? It wasn't just Forza. There was something else. Was it maybe Halo?
Yeah, it
Fable.
was Halo Wars 2,
Fable.
Gears of War, and Fable, yeah.
So those are all old
Who
games.
cares
though.
about Fable?
No, the new Gears of War, whatever it's going to be, like
Oh.
5 or something.
Oh, okay.
4, I think. I don't know.
Interesting. Well, I mean, Microsoft, it's Xbox and Windows. I mean, it makes sense they would do that.
I can't believe they've taken so long to do it. You would have thought anything that was Xbox exclusive would have also been PC because realistically, they're completely different demographics. They're not going to lose Xbox sales because something comes out on PC as well as Xbox.
Right. Yeah, that's well, if I'd have to upgrade to Windows 10, I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
Don't do it. Not worth it.
I kind of like it though, man. We'd be able to play with puddles.
And rating as well.
I just want to build a really fast muscle car that only goes in a straight line. That's what I used to do in Forza. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. See how the
Now
community
all we
likes
need
it.
is Sony to strike up a deal with Windows and bring Gran Turismo out, and I will be happy.
Have they
Even
given
though, even though the game is so shit compared to everything as the games that what it used to be like before now, that I'm a Gran Turismo fan. So
have they given a price point for Forza yet or not? How much is it going to cost? Do we know?
I imagine $60 or
it'll be
You
$60
reckon the full
and then
price?
$60 for the season pass, which gives you access to like another one car every month,
Yeah.
and then $12 for every DLC that comes out once a month every month for a year.
Yeah,
I'll
pretty
get my
much.
wallet ready.
Every time you press the starter point, you have to have like
You pay $10.
Yeah, you have to have like 50 cents or something in your credits because it's a microtransaction to turn the ignition on.
It wouldn't surprise me. All right, on to the announcement. I know you guys are waiting. Oh man, the announcement. So we've always
is it DX11?
No.
Ah,
Malone's coming out.
Kappa Pride. All right, so we've always wanted to do something special, and here it is. It is the GripTV Invitational on March 12th, 90 minutes at Road America with all the GT3 cars, including the new ones. Well, minus the Ford. We're cutting the Ford out.
thank goodness.
But there it is, the McLaren, the Rough, the BMW, the Audi, and the Mercedes. Oh, man, it's going to be 60 crazy people out there. The Invitational. We've always wanted to do something like this. Encourage everybody to stream it. You will get a personal invitation. Obviously, it's a GripTV Invitational. So we're going to be hand-selecting 60 people, which... 60 people, we get everybody in there. And we're going to have it broadcasted by GripTV Live. What time, Kutu asks? March 12th. That's as far as I can narrow it down. We'll try to figure that out, actually. We'll try to make it UK and US friendly. March
Finland
12th,
friendly?
I believe, is on a
No,
Saturday.
Finland straight out.
March 12th is on a Saturday. So we'll be able to pick a good time in there. More information to come for the GripTV Invitational. Should be fun, guys. Road America, GT3. Does it get any better than that? 90 minutes? That means you're going to have a pit stop? Oh, you're going to have to change tires and everything, I believe.
On a
I
quick
would.
side note, when is the Sebring 12 hour?
March 12th. No, I don't know.
I think it is March
It is.
12th.
It is.
Is it?
I'm pretty,
Pretty
sure
sure
it
it
is.
is. Yeah.
Okay, the GripTV Invitational is still in development. And we're working out some of the kinks with some of the scheduling conflicts. We
There's
will
a further
figure that
announcement
out.
upon the GripTV announcement coming March the 12th.
Yeah, it's on the same day. It's March 12th.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
So-
it is. Yeah.
So when you make your pit stop for the 12 hours, when you've wrecked your car, come join us for the Invitational. When you wreck into that, go back.
All right,
Dude,
we're going
yeah,
to
12
change it
hours.
to the 19th, the Saturday after. Shit. Really? Okay.
Epic
it's-
announcement.
Well, we're doing the GripTV Invitational. It's not for a while, but it should be fun.
On other things we have not planned properly today.
Whoops-a-daisies. It's okay, guys,
Oh,
but we're still
brilliant.
going to do it. It's going to be epic. Well, the thing about the Sebring 12-hour in this March 12th date is that this is at the end of week 13. I could be wrong. This is right after the new updates are coming out. So we're going to have major issues anyway. So maybe
Yeah,
if we
the
hold
server's
off
pretty
till the
good.
19th, it should be better.
And
19th
in
is
other
GripTV
news, we're going to
Endurance,
host
apparently.
another race at Indianapolis. It will be May 21st through the 23rd. Same time that they do the Indy 500, just so we can, keep this trend going.
There we go.
Yeah, somebody
I
is saying the
fixed it.
19th is the GripTV Enduro.
No, well, that could be. Well, we'll figure it out. On that note, the GripTV endurance race.
19th! Yeah, we're going to take that away.
We're doing the week after that.
The
Another
GripTV endurance race is coming up next Saturday, and we're going to decide what track we're going to use right now because D-Wolf needs to know. Shit.
Also
We
put it
got
down
this all
to
figured out,
GripTV
guys. Don't you
Invitational
worry.
Coming to you soon in 2016.
I know a lot of people wanted to use Road Atlanta. I know some of you guys wanted to do Mid-Ohio. So let's decide it right now. What do you guys think for next Saturday
Mid-Ohio.
endurance race?
I'd say
Ohio.
Road Atlanta is my vote.
No
I'm
chicane.
working, so I'm not voting.
Well, what do you think, John? You don't know? You don't,
I'm not
you
going
don't
to be
care?
doing it. I'm
Come on,
working, so.
Your vote counts. Come on.
Yes, it counts. KR, anything? What do you think?
I personally think the racing would probably be better at Road Atlanta. But I don't have Mid Ohio, so I've never ran it, so I don't know. But I'd have to vote Road Atlanta.
It's an awful abortion of a place.
JP, what do you think, man? It's Mustangs and Mazdas.
It's a tough choice. Both are good tracks, but I would go for possibly for Road Atlanta too.
Dang it.
Road Atlanta it is then, I guess. If the Wolf's
I just
watching,
don't like Mid Ohio, man. I don't even like it from a viewing point of view.
Well-
It's crappy. It's a train.
2 hours and 40 minutes at Road Atlanta,
I'll be about 3 laps.
it could get a little hairy.
You could use the shorter layout.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't have to. That probably would be a good idea to use the shorter layout.
Oh, the club layout where there's that
Yeah.
crazy chicane right after 10A, 10B, and then after the chicane you go all the way down the hill. It's not the
It's not the left
the
hand.
bend.
It goes
It's
to the
like
right.
a hard right.
Yeah.
That could be interesting. I
Yeah.
wonder if that's still 60. I bet 60 on the, or at least 40 grid spots.
I think that.
Hold on,
could,
I'll pull that up right now.
KR is going to do some research now. We're looking into the matter as we speak. Things are
I'm working
happening.
on
The
it.
ball is rolling.
What's the number crunch?
We got a .33 repeating threes chance of survival.
All right, so Road Atlanta, and we'll figure out the config there. But there you go. That's for the GripTV endurance race, and that's next Saturday. It's
All
gonna
right,
be
Road
epic.
Atlanta Club Course holds 43 pit stalls. Road Atlanta Short also at 43.
It's the same, same pit. I
Full
believe.
course, full course holds 60.
See, I think more people have Road Atlanta than Mid Ohio as well.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Did you care just watch short? Road
Watch
Atlanta
what?
short. Club is holding 60 people too.
Are you
Road
on
Atlanta
practice only with a race?
I'm doing the hosted. I'm
Right.
like making a hosted session and
Yeah.
it's showing 43.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a difference if you go for a race or practice
Yeah,
only.
because
Okay.
practice will always hold more.
That's a new thing for me. Okay.
So yeah, that's decided then. I think.
Road Atlanta Short or Club?
I think it was Club that we wanted.
The club would be
I don't know
fun,
why you
man.
don't do the long version. At least it's going to be like drafting and overtakes and stuff.
Have you seen that chicane though for the club? It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be awesome. Well, all we know is Road Atlanta, so it'd be a surprise.
Surprise layout.
No. So there
The
you
longer
go.
the track and the more the drafting and stuff, it tends to keep the group together. So at least there's something to talk about when you're commentating,
Right, that's true.
rather than me and KR talking about, I don't know, AIDS and monkeys and Zika virus and stuff.
That's true if we just did the
at least you're
regular
not-
Road
at least-
Atlanta.
You know, what'd you say in your race there today, John? You look like a monkey
Using tools
hanging-
for the first time.
using tools for the first time. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
pretty-
Gooners is correct. Road Atlanta is definitely worth a buy if you haven't bought it already.
Yeah, it's one of the best tracks in iRacing, in my opinion. It's probably my favorite track. It's good.
Hey, Kyle's checking in, and so is Jody Amber. Welcome.
Hey guys.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
No one's sending in any tweets, so we just
Oh,
read
I know, it's
chat?
really crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, guys, what are your expectations after 2 weeks? We are
For the-
getting
No
servers
possibly
for 6
at
weeks.
least 3 cars, 3 new cars, possibly 4 new cars, and all the extra stuff.
I
at
expect
least,
iRacing to be down for, a week and a half.
Yeah, I expect no servers for about 6 weeks.
There's going to be a lot of stuff going in there, coming.
All right,
I
man,
mean,
calm down.
Yeah, I don't think.
Let's go for the Mazda.
I don't think we're getting all those cars. I really don't. I don't think we're getting.
At least 3 cars are confirmed because they have the subforms already. So it's
Yeah, the
either going to be
Formula-
the MX-5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Boy,
think we're
I-
getting the Mercedes though.
I'm crossing my fingers, but man, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we're supposed to get DX11, all these cars. They're still not going to change the website. I don't know, man.
What are they doing about the back end? This bit they were supposed to be sorting out the back end, which they took away because it was fucked. Are they going to try putting that back in again?
You think they'll try to re-implement it? I don't know, man. God.
At least there has been a lot of website updates, but I have not seen any improvement on the performance of the website, so I have no idea. Maybe it's not crashing that much anymore, but it's still slow.
I know. They're asking who's Dale Farmer? Come on, who doesn't know Dale Farmer?
Dale Farmer has been made famous for the fact that he can cry about being crashed out before we've even left the grid.
Actually, I haven't seen Dale Farmer around in a while, but yeah, he's famous.
Did we get a Twitter question?
If after I rebuild my PC and start streaming again, can I have my spot back on GripTV team page? Well, you're going to have to send in an application, Sinky. Who's the Sinky guy? I don't know who that is.
Never heard of him.
We're also going to need a profile/mugshot. Just send that to me.
And we are just working on a form on our coming website where you have to fill all your information, and then we require your CV with your information in there attached too. So.
Bank account, source code, PIN number, nude pictures.
Yeah, yeah. New website coming soon.
Oh yeah.
Just so you know.
PM.
How far away is that? Do you know?
I'm gonna go with soon.
And as far as we know in iRacing, that means.
Over under from the new
update. Get a website. You're still going to post more in Discord than you do on a website anyway.
Yeah, that could be. But it's an easy way to find everybody is just go to griptvteam.com, or if you're in any one of our streams, you can just click on the GripTV link above the video. It takes you right to the team page. What are your guys' schedules for streaming? I know Mike Mason likes to get on a little early. You guys from the UK...
I'm an early bird, that's for
early
sure.
Early bird gets the Mazda win.
Wow. It's not about winning.
Mine's whenever I can be asked, in all honesty. Sometimes I'm tired, sometimes I'm not. It just depends.
Yeah.
And with the father and with the wife and with the children, it's just basically whenever I can.
I'm usually... Yep. Go for it.
Friday night, I was going to stream after my hockey game, like you were asking, Matt. We ended up having some pretty serious team drama. I did have to stab a couple people. I'm not proud of it. It happens. But no, I ended up, hanging out at the rink till almost midnight time. By the time I got home, showered, the beer was all gone, and I was like, forget this streaming stuff. There's no beer. Kind of like Jesperoni. If there's no food, why stream?
Can't do it sober.
Yeah, KR is usually getting on pretty late. So does Jesperoni.
Yeah. I usually stream on Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays, and then they're on the evening. Well, on the GMT side, and on the weekends I pretty much stream when I'm able. So
how do you find the time midweek to stream? Because I find once I've finished work, there's no time to stream.
Well, it's around 4:00 my time when I get home, and then
right, okay.
I usually start streaming at 5:00. I just chill around in here.
Finns don't really work. They just go somewhere and all sit around in a hot tub and tell each other how amazing they are, and then they go home. It's not fucking work.
You mean a sauna?
Boy. Well,
the
JP
sauna,
makes it
they
worse,
start
man.
feeling tired after the sauna because it drains you. But that's why they, on some days they have a sauna and then that's why you don't see them. But then other days then they'll have a hot tub and they all come out. They have to whack at each other with weeds and that. Straight on the PC, fucking rock on. That's why JP's heart rate whenever he first comes on is always over 100. He just spent the last 2 hours furiously being smashed with a little.
I noticed a new, fresh look to JP's stream. Give a shout out. Who made that awesome overlay for you, man? I'm digging it.
Oh yeah, it's my team principal from Coursing Racing, Mike Pollock. He had some experience from the graphical design, and I have been looking for new graphical updates for a while now, and
Stream dead.
We're alright.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
And it was just that he just said to me one day that, okay, I got an idea. Here's what I just did quickly. I was like, oh, damn. So he's like updating the graphics one by one. And also there was yesterday in the race stream, that's Argent. He just told me when I was spectating Frederick driving in his stint, he told me that he have experience from doing animations, and he has also working experience on doing something to the games and movies. And I just threw to him that if he has time or interest at some point, he could make some some notification animations to me. And he was, okay, I'll just draw something very quickly for you, for example. So I'm a little bit excited about that.
If you're joining us from YouTube, this is the current time when we're having issues on Twitch.
Yeah. It'll all be on YouTube, guys. Don't worry. There's really nothing I can do on my end. Everything looks good on my end. I blame
just
Twitch.
stop and restart it.
It'll
OBS.
screw up the video then. I don't want to have to...
Yeah.
We'll wait a little while. It may fix itself.
Just, Matt, foot stomp it. Fixes everything.
Yeah. I do like the overlay that JP has where it's like the... what does this say above like the camera where it's like alien camera... something where he put a lot of little things in there. I think it's hilarious. I like the theme for it. It says we're back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still want Kutu to give up that fucking emoji bowl. I want that so badly.
The what?
The emoji bowl.
What's
Or
that?
the emote bowl. Have you never watched it?
Yeah. He's got it set up to like the G-force. Yeah, it's so... Yeah. Hey, sometimes Kutu, he's got...
He's a crazy one.
What he needs to do, he needs to make a newer, better one, so I can have the old one, and then that'll be perfect.
There you go.
I love that thing, man. It's probably my favorite thing I think I've seen on any stream ever. Absolutely glorious.
It is cool. Yeah.
I like his iPhone for when he gets a follower. That's cool.
Yeah.
I remember when watching Puta and then John comes in there, he's like, all the emotes in there. Let's fill the bowl.
And then, depending on what car he drives, there's more G-force than other cars, and it's pretty cool how he's got it set up.
Oh, yeah.
But
I was like, Kutu, please give it to me. No, I got to keep some things for myself. I was like, you bastard.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't be so childish.
Oh, man.
But did you know, in Soviet Russia, the bowl holds you? That didn't sound right. I'll think of a better one for next time.
In Soviet Russia, the bowl holds you. Oh,
that sounded fucking Japanese, you silly cunt.
Sounds like what Felkick would say.
yeah.
So for still live, we are taking your questions at GripTV Live. I guess people don't know what Twitter is. Twitter is a social media where you can send tweets to people.
Jody asked me in the chat that she heard I had some booze on the stream. Yes, I drank one beer and I got tipsy from that.
Wow.
That is true. I saw that.
I so wish I was you. I really do.
Were you on an empty stomach, though? Because that does make a difference.
No, actually, I think it was just that I was dehydrated and I haven't been drinking for a while, so it just went to my head.
I can testify to the dehydration because I'll drink water, before my hockey games or whatnot. If you've never played hockey, you do nothing but sweat from the moment you start getting dressed till you get undressed from your gear. And I can have like 2 or 3 beers after the game, and it goes straight to the head, and I'm like, yeah. And then I realize I gotta drive home.
Careful now. Usually KR has a stunning pyramid behind him on that shelf.
Used to.
It's empty now. He's just prepping for the next one, so it should be good.
Yeah.
I only see one shoe in there.
Yeah, what's with that shoe?
One shoe? Oh, I'm sorry.
You only got one leg.
These are the shoes, I wear when driving.
Oh,
wow, look how small his feet is. They're tiny.
They're size 11.
Fuck off.
Those are no. It brings up a good.
Bitty little feet.
It brings up a good topic. What racing shoes do you guys? Those are like wrestling shoes, or what are those? Like really thin.
No, these are race car shoes, race equipped safety systems.
Oh, okay.
They're
very nice.
They're actually made for sprint cars. I think they call them the sprint car boot or something like that. They're very similar to racing or wrestling. They are a bit thicker in the sole.
Okay, yeah. Looks
John's
like
got track shoes. Those look like slippers.
Is
Yeah,
that Batman?
I know a lot of people
it's
don't
Batman.
use.
Oh my day.
I know a lot of people use. Looks like Craig used ballet shoes. Yeah, that'll get you some Kappa
These
pride.
are Aqua shoes from Sports Direct. Cost £5. And they're the
Nice.
most comfortable things. Look at the soles. It's just like jelly. You can just squish them up and out.
Yeah.
It's like walking with pillows on your feet. And it's so airy and it's brilliant. Like, because I get hot feet and my feet sweat a lot. I hate them. These things are amazing.
Ooh,
You know, look at
Reeboks. Very nice. Oh,
Is this
see,
you?
Jess Baroni, I can smell that from here. Put
See-
it down.
Put
Some-
the cheese away.
some people they don't use shoes, but with certain pedals, I think you got to wear shoes. Some people don't.
Yeah, like I used to only have the Driving Force GT pedals, and I only ever used socks. And then when I upgraded to the CSR Elites,
Yep.
the first time I got to use the CSR Elites was for the 24 hours of Spa. I think it was
yeah.
Spa.
That's
The
right.
Ford GT. And I immediately had to go get a pair of shoes.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
Because,
big. They're all
load-
aluminum.
Yeah, the load cell brake, and being on a road course, you're on the brake multiple times a lap. And I was like, good thing I got these shoes because I wasn't ready for that.
Bucci says he has the CSR Elites and he only wears socks. He must have Native American feet.
Well, I wear
They're
socks
strong.
now with them.
Oh.
It was quite a transition that I didn't want to have to.
I have
deal with
sensitive feet.
Yeah.
I wasn't one of those kids that could just run around and like on gravel. Like, you ever grow up with those kids that just run around barefoot everywhere they go, like on gravel?
I
what
didn't
the hell?
I didn't grow up in the third world, so that never happened.
No, I would say my wife, she makes fun of me because like I don't go outside without having some form of shoe on,
Yeah.
and she makes fun of me and she walks around barefoot, and I'm like, yeah, great. Now you're not gonna shower for 3 days. Get your stinky, dirty feet in my bed. I'll kick you out of bed.
Maybe if I
There's some
wore
weird foot
socks, I
fetish
wouldn't have
thing
such a
coming soon, I can
thunderfoot.
smell
I don't
it.
know. Bucci has South Alabama feet. Makes sense.
Even though I got them shoes, I don't wear them for racing because like I don't need to with my pedals. But if I had a properly set of real stiff pedals, I would use them. But like I barefoot all the time.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. Interesting.
I suffer restless legs. I've said it before, and I suffer restless leg syndrome, and it starts off in the feet. The feet burn hot, and they get really uncomfortable. So I just literally, as soon as I'm in through the door, shoes are off, and that's it. Like shoes, socks off straight away.
All right.
Reminds me of shitting
Who
about
wears gloves? JP wears gloves, doesn't he? Don't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
I might
started
have.
to wear gloves.
Really? How's the
Yeah, I
transition?
have-
It's good. It's really comfortable. It helps a lot. You know?
I have a pair, but they sit right here.
I don't
But
know, can you still see
Oh
these
my
blisters?
gosh, JP.
How
Yeah.
the fuck have you got blisters from just holding a wheel?
I used to get
That's
that as
a
well.
dirt dry wheel.
Have you seen him hold the wheel?
Hang on.
He's got a death grip,
Just
man.
look at your right hand again.
There's
Nothing
only
on the
one.
right hand. The
There's
left
only
hand's
one.
got calluses all over it. That's all I'm
We're in the
saying.
gutter.
Wow,
It's all that
JP,
holding
that's
that branch
amazing.
and whacking your buddies and then
I mean, I don't use gloves. I got nothing. I try not to hold the wheel too hard though.
There's
Wow.
a clump too in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hold mine that hard at all.
No. I try not to. With a direct drive wheel though, sometimes you probably have to, huh?
Yeah.
I did see a pair of gloves I really want the other day. I thought if I get a wheel that's good enough that I need gloves for, I'm definitely going to get them. And it was a pair of Doctor Who gloves with TARDISes on them. I love that shit.
Well, what Bucci's saying is that I can't pronounce that word, but it's the steering. I think he's talking about like the V2, the Porsche wheel, like this material. You're like kind of supposed to wear gloves, but I don't, and it's fine.
It depends on the leather, doesn't it? It's like the Alcantara wheel. You're meant to with that because otherwise the sweat destroys like the suede type feel of the leather.
Yeah, that's what I find as well.
So,
It was at least on this other wheel I have in here, or the other rim. If I tried to race with this rim without the gloves, I had my hands turning black because it's very cheap wheel, and this I don't think it's suede. It's a little bit something cheaper in here. It's just taking off there. As you can see, it has burnout in here.
Oh wow! Damn.
Yeah, I've been
That's
thinking
the
about getting
grip,
some
guys.
just never ever got to it. If I was going to guess, I'd probably end up going to somewhere like Argos and getting a cheap pair of weightlifting gloves, which are fingerless.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah. So a lot of people use the mechanic gloves. I know Fidget used to wear those, just the real thin mechanic gloves.
Yeah, these
That's
are
my
just
guy.
Cycling gloves. That's all they are.
The fingerless
Yeah,
ones.
so
Yeah,
get
they fingerless.
Nice padding on that part of your hands and on the
Yeah.
ball.
Oh, and then you can still use the keyboard quite well, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So on a side note, since we're talking about steering wheels and gloves, this is my wedding ring. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's some grooves in it and whatnot. First time I showered while wearing it, washed my face, took my hand across
Oh,
my face,
no.
Oh.
and it actually sliced my face from top of my forehead all the way down across my nose because that's what I did with my hand. So
Now,
it's more-
if there's a domestic abuse situation in your household, KR, that's something you need to tell us about, and don't try to cover it
I was
up.
just thinking that I got to use this excuse next time I got a bruise.
So it wasn't a bruise. It actually cut my face.
Wow.
Because it was the metal on it was sharp. It's worn down. I mean, it's 10 years now. But it will, like my truck steering wheel, where I drive with my hand on top of the wheel or whatever, where I put my hand, it has actually cut it up.
Really?
And sliced into it. But my Driving Force GT, a lot of times I move my ring to my pinky finger, and while I'm driving in the races, because my fingers get, you get hot, swells up, whatever, changes the pressure on the ring. So I move it here. So I have no issue on the left side of my steering wheel on my Driving Force GT, but my right side, not so much.
Okay, yeah.
A little chewed up.
Well, you can't tell a story like that that took like an hour and then not show us all the chewed up bits.
Well, it's hard to see it because of the different texture. See that? See how it's smooth here?
No, we don't
And
see
then
it.
there it's all chewed
Oh,
up.
yes, there it is.
That's why I didn't show you because it's really kind of hard to see.
Does Jesperoni have any jewelry that affects his wheel?
My glasses.
Your
I can
glasses?
see the wheel better. I can see the wheel better. Oh, well, it's so clear.
Now, when did you start wearing glasses, Jesperoni?
Uh,
I think he was born with them.
Yeah.
pretty much. Like, when I was 8?
You got pretty bad vision?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do, huh?
I'm not like Bob Marley.
10-4.
Bob Marley. He never wore fucking glasses.
Yeah, what are you
No.
talking about?
Yeah, Jasper, what are you talking
Lyr-
about?
lyrics
Yeah, come on,
to the
Jesper.
song.
You're going to
Come on.
slate one of the greatest musicians of all time. You better back that shit up.
I can see clearly now that the rain has gone. I can see clearly now, and then I'm not like Bob Marley because, well, the rain's gone. I can just see like normal, like always.
Yeah,
which is
you know
not
when you
good.
make a pun and you have to explain it to everybody else so they understand what you're talking about? Time to stop.
What was in that pancake of yours?
Man. Classic.
Gosh.
Yippee juice.
Hippie juice. Yes. Oh, boy. What are you guys racing today?
I've done a Mazda race already today.
You did? How'd that go?
If you look at the picture in Skype.
Oh.
Oh, sorry,
that
just a
isn't
second.
for the lead,
Jesper,
though, by the way.
Jesper, I can see clearly now, yeah? It wasn't Bob Marley, you bellhead.
This is
Well, he
what
did a
you
cover.
this is what you put.
It's Johnny Nash.
What the hell is this? Arnold imitation.
Oh, have you seen this? This is so good. It's like my favorite video off the internet.
Oh, the other picture. Oh, whoops. Hold on.
No, that's not me. No.
That's Mike.
Definitely not me. That video is quite good.
Can you get to the chopper? I can't do it.
Get to the chopper.
Well, it looked like you had a photo finish,
Yes.
but for some reason I
yeah.
can't show the picture.
It was only, I think it was for 5th or 4th. It wasn't for the lead. Travis was in there, so I was never going to win.
Are you still using one screen, Mike?
Yep.
I was just wondering why that looks so goddamn good. And now it makes all sense.
Yeah, that's why. I am going to get triples soon, but I need to get a new rig sorted out first.
It's amazing though when you
Nice.
play with triple screens and stuff like that, and you watch the replays and the set because you got the settings down a little bit low, and then all of a sudden you see a screenshot like that. It sort of takes your breath away just how pretty the game is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Whoa! So you
I had no-
lost.
I lost by
That much.
0.004 of a second.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
God damn it.
That's a hell of a screen. Yeah. Oh, that's something to discuss then. The apron.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
We're back.
So, Advanced Mazda is at Daytona Moto. And there's been some discussion, some talk about when can you use the apron? Does the yellow line actually mean anything? There was some discussion earlier when regular Mazda was at Charlotte, and there were some major issues that people didn't know about. Well, Nim Cross has clarified some things. The only time you cannot use the apron is on the high banked corners, which is turn 3 and 4 for the oval. The tri-oval is totally legit.
What
Damn
is
it,
that
Jesper
kid on?
Oni.
What is he on? I want some of it.
Got his apron.
There must be something in those pancakes.
Kick him out of here.
He's wearing
Get
an
him
apron.
out of here.
We're
Kick
talking
him out of here.
He put on an apron.
What the hell is going on with that kid? So on my YouTube, there is a video that explains it. And also there was a clarification last night when Nim said there is nothing in the rule book about white lines or yellow lines, only about aprons on a high bank corner. What this means is if you're racing at Daytona, you can defend like hell on the apron or pass someone on the apron as long as it's not on the high bank corners. So that would be turn 3 and 4 for the oval. Turn 3 and 4 at Daytona Oval. You can't go on. You wouldn't want to go on the apron at that point because you would scrub speed and fly up and kill everyone. So you can use the apron to pass someone, to defend, all you want. The lines don't matter. That's what we got figured out. So that'll come into play. What kind of experience did you have, Mike, today with that? What was going on? Did
Well, in that race I did, nobody used it. Nobody
used it.
They treated that yellow line as the edge of the track. Nobody went below it.
It's an easy way to combat anybody that does that anyway. As long as you can get your nose in front, just park it on the yellow line. If they're down underneath, if they come back up and touch you, bam, protestable and bannable straight away.
Well, sure. If someone is to the left of you on the apron and they come up and hit you, I mean, obviously that's their fault no matter what. But you can pass someone on the left using the apron. If they're not on the apron defending, they're leaving the door open.
Yeah.
So you can pass them on the left.
So can you go to that white line? Or can you go beyond that line as well? Or not?
Apparently, since there's no rules about
Because
lines,
it's flat, isn't it? It's all flat.
right?
So
There's no rules about lines, so no yellow line or no white line doesn't really matter. Race control will define the race control, meaning if you get a 1x or a slowdown, that defines the track.
yeah.
The only thing is that you can't use the apron on the high bank corners, which is defined as turn 1 and 2 and turn 3 and 4 for the oval. But for the configuration this week for Advanced Mazda, it's only turn 3 and 4 for the oval that you're going to be,
Yeah.
I think it comes down to respecting other drivers because again, imagine the same situation at Spa. I think it's Blanchimont, the turning there where you can go wide. There's a
The fast
large.
left.
Yeah, it's a very large runoff end there, and if you just take it flat out with the car, which you can take flat out, you can easily overtake from there.
Do you get a
And
1x for doing that?
You just get one X from that, but
Okay,
I don't
so
think
that's
that's
different.
protestable.
That'd be different though from Daytona because you wouldn't get a 1x by utilizing the full width of the track. With Spa, race control is telling you you've gone past the track limits.
oh yeah.
But I mean, no, I hear you. Like get a 1x, who cares? Just to pass the guy, but. Yeah,
Well,
I don't know if that's
It's also a bit
protestable.
risky. You
I don't know.
can suddenly spin the car out on that turn there.
Yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, I'm all in agreement with Adam. I reckon anything below the apron should be null and void, and it shouldn't be allowed to happen.
yeah, Man Cave has posted the video where Nim talks about it, and it's the sporting code. There's a paragraph in there that everyone loves to copy and paste and quote, but that's not for slow cars. That paragraph was designed for HPDs and GT3 cars. So this is a different scenario because I can only imagine what could happen if, let's say today during strength of field, there's people going on the apron, coming up off the apron, people not defending on the apron, and then somebody passes them on the apron. They're going to think that's protest, but it's not. And hopefully we can clear that up. But I think Jasper, he put it well. He says, maybe the sporting code needs to be updated with an extra paragraph defining what slower cars are able to do.
Yeah.
But
I think at least what they have defined because of not this Daytona 24 race we did, but the previous one, was that when the HPD was running in there, they actually said that it's protestable action to do a qualifying time running on the apron with the HPD.
with an HPD.
Because if you run with the HPD, you will get faster time if you run it on the apron.
See, now that would be correct because that using the apron to gain an advantage for the faster cars, that is supposedly in the sporting code, but for the slower cars, apparently
okay.
it's different.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that paragraph in the sporting code about not using the apron should apply to all cars. The fact that there's even since they do it in real life, and Nim said stuff about, you can run the apron because it's part of the track, and then it just confuses everything,
Yeah. Well, just a pro tip, if someone goes below the double yellow line on the oval road race, position yourself so that if he comes back up, you will do a perfect pit maneuver to that guy.
Well, that's the thing. Let's say you're on the apron defending, and some guy's right next to you, and then you right after the bus stop. Right after the bus stop, you go to far left as possible. Defend. There's a guy on your right side. Once you hit that high banking area, you have to get back on track. If there's a guy to your right, you can't just smash him. You have to back down to let him. That's the thing.
Yeah, I had a situation at Charlotte Road Course, in the Mazda, where somebody was trying to get up onto the bank part from the, trying to pass me below the line. I was like, no.
Right, you don't have to give room. Right, he has to back off.
And then,
right.
he ended up, backing off and queuing up his radio, chewing me out. And I'm like, I was on the racing surface, bud.
Yeah.
Not my fault that you decided to not use the racing surface to try and make a pass.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to do nothing.
Right.
If you want to protest it, go right ahead, bud.
Yep.
But nowhere does it say that I have to allow somebody to take my lane just because they want back on the track.
Right, exactly. That's a good point.
So, you know, you want to make a rule, make a rule. Mm-hmm. I will read that rule, and I will find the gray area, and that's where I will race, because that is what racing is.
Yeah. What's that, Jesperoni?
I bet a lot of people who protest in the first place get a ban because of that protest, because they end up being at fault.
Right. No, yeah.
Backslash.
Yeah.
Yeah, but will they ban? No, that's the thing. I honestly think that Nim has been told to rein it in, because I sent a couple of protests in a few weeks ago that should have been like insta-gone like that. And it was like, okay, we're not going to take no action this time, but the name's on file. If they carry on like this, they will have something to do. So I think he's been told to rein it in.
I think a lot of it's just what Nim will do is just kind of tell you what you need to do going forward, just kind of like a lesson to be learned, you know?
So I've got a question for you, Matt. So in your 500 race you did yesterday, there was that guy...
2 days ago.
There was that guy that got removed from the server.
Yeah.
What would have happened to that guy? What are the consequences of him being removed? Would it have been a ban, or would he just... Is it that one race that he got removed from?
I don't know. He got removed.
I think he just got a voice chat.
Was that the actual official 500?
Oh, voice chat.
No, that was a truck race yesterday.
Oh, sorry. It wasn't a 500, sorry.
No, just a truck race yesterday. A guy got on
like
the
an
mic,
actual
started
proper race,
swearing.
not a hosted one.
Yeah, it was it
was official,
Yeah, official.
Oh.
So there must have been an iRacing employee in there watching that then.
It was Nim.
Get removed.
No,
Yeah,
it was Nim
that's it.
watching the stream, and the guy was swearing in the race, and then he got him. Sniped him. Yeah.
Yeah, it was...
Ouch.
Nim streams every once in a while, for those of you who don't know. And he was in an IndyCar race. I believe they were at Homestead. And two guys leading the race got together, start cussing each other out. And Nim's like, I am right here. Hello. And they would not stop cussing. Like, you know how if you can't, you'll key the mic, but if someone else has already hit it, you'll get the red circle or whatever. He kept trying to get a word in, and these two were just going at each other. And he finally just cuts the stream off, and I'm pretty sure he cut the stream off because he was about to do some stuff that, you know, he shouldn't show. But he was getting frustrated with him. You just every time he'd key up the mic, it'd be the red circle, and he'd start talking, and then he'd,
Oh man.
Yeah, I think they got a talking to.
Yeah. You're not supposed to swear, people.
Yeah.
Can't
I don't know how he
it.
does it, man. It's like, because all right, he deals with protests all day, and then he goes and plays the game like just because he wants to enjoy it, but he's never able to fully switch off.
Right.
Which kind of sucks.
Yeah, I feel for him, man, you know?
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to do it, in all honesty.
No.
I couldn't play the game.
I have asked him. I said, Nim, if you need help, you let me know. I will only abuse my power a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but any sort of authority and any sort of power in the hands of a redneck is always going to end well.
And the first race when KR is official, he's like, okay, I qualified third. Oh, I'm starting from the pole now.
Oh, trying to pass me for the lead, are you?
Yeah, boy.
Like I said, I would only abuse my power a little bit.
Just a little.
Just enough to make a difference.
Yes.
Hey, with great power
honesty.
comes great responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see? And it is my responsibility to win this race.
No harm, no foul. That's what I say.
Do you know what? I had that Bond Sitch guy, the guy who does the Kane Cook, he does the YouTube videos. Quite funny.
Yeah.
Well, when he first made that first video, you know, when everybody loved it and loads of people flocked to his channel, and he became really quite big quite quickly. He went through a couple of weeks where there was nothing coming out because he just couldn't find any good material. So he was going into races and trolling as hard as he could to get material. And Nim was watching me. And while he was playing, and I just said to him, I said, man, seriously, I said, just stop now. Because he was going on for ages. He said, you're just trolling, just trying to get, stuff for your YouTube. And then the next thing, Nim's like, oh, who's that? I was like, oh, Bond said you heard of him? I was like, yeah. He said, he's been doing my head in all race. He said, he won't be playing for again for a little while.
Uh-oh.
And then he disappeared.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Yeah,
like,
you're not supposed to troll.
Nim actually wrote me an email after that, giving me shit, telling me that I should protest people like this because it'll stop them being in the service and make them think twice about doing it again.
Yeah.
So, I had a row because I didn't protest him.
Yeah, really, what the hell?
well, and I don't know what it is, but I bring out the best in people in Mazda Cup.
Oh, you sure do, yeah.
And the art of trolling, to get somebody to really be pissed off, you have to walk a very fine line. And so I'll say things like, I'm going to blame netcode. Oh, yeah, I just watched the replay. You can't you yourself can't cuss, but you got to push that person who's mad and just kind of rub it, massage it, get it to where they finally explode all over and just light up the mic.
I love it, man. I just when I'm in racing and I'm sort of totally in the zone, you can't really switch off like that. But when you're sort of out of a race or something like that, or somebody's giving you shit, I just coax them and I rub them and I tease them, and then I get them to the point that they literally explode, and then I just and once they lose a temper, then it's much easier to control the conversation and just make them look even more stupid.
Yeah.
I won't do it. There's so many opportunities I get to do it, but I don't do it as much as I can by a long way. But every now and then, I absolutely love nailing that one person when they're being a prick.
Yeah.
I'm going to get in trouble for it one day. I don't care if I do, but it's just, yeah.
Well, I remember one time, I'm going down the straightaway at Summit Point in the Mazdas, and I go to pass the guy for turn one. I go to the inside of him. His left tires are on the dotted middle line. I stick my nose out. Car's clear. I mean, we're not making contact. And then he takes a hard right to cut me off. I'm already there. He wipes us both out. And then he's mad at me. Calls me a crap driver and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, are you kidding me? And so then, I just was like, netcode. Had to have been netcode. Sorry. And he just kept going on, and then, you just say little things. As soon as they get quiet, you just, key up your mic and be like, oh, look, I guess he's finally given up. And then they start all over again, and it's great.
Or if somebody turns in on you, sometimes I get on the mic and say, I turned my spotter on because it helps me in races. Things like that. Just try to give them, rookie advice. Be like, it's a good idea to have your spotter on.
You got to speak down to him,
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
They have to learn.
I don't know. I try not to get too involved.
Yeah, Mike, that's called patronizing someone.
Patronizing. Not patronizing.
A war of words. Yes.
You Americans can't fucking say English for shit, can you? It's terrible.
It's better than yours. We don't.
Aluminum.
We don't
It's not
speak
aluminum.
English.
It's aluminium.
We don't speak English. We speak American.
Spelled
No, you
different.
don't. We speak English. It's the English language.
Yes. Hey, did you guys know I won the Daytona 500?
Oh, yeah.
You did. That was a great race on your part. Honestly. I watched it on YouTube.
It was pretty cool.
I was busy when you were doing the stream, but I did watch the YouTube video. And, I mean, you can't plan for a yellow,
right?
And you do have to take an opportunity when it presents itself. And that whole race, you just didn't set a foot wrong, and you ended up being in the right place, the right time, and you win. So
I won by luck. Go-karter, get out of here. I won it fair and square.
Yeah,
I was surprised on how many wrecks there were that didn't bring out a caution. I'd seen my mirror, people getting crazy, and some guy would go off on the backstretch, but then save it, and there wasn't caution. I was surprised on how much issues there were that didn't bring out a caution. I don't know if you guys experienced that or not.
I think if the car gets off the track reasonably quickly, it's fine.
Yeah, on ovals, if you spin off below the racing line, below the line, and you stop below that line, it will not bring out a yellow.
Oh.
But if you stop on the track, or if you're spinning like in front of the field and smashing into things in front of the field, then it will. But if you just lose it and drive, below the line, like Iowa, people coming out of turn 2 at Iowa and the IndyCar and all that kind of stuff all the time. The car gets loose, they shoot down to the inside, smash the inside wall, no caution because it's below the racing surface, so the yellow will not come out.
Yeah.
It sucks for the guy who's crashed, because they don't get a yellow for it.
Oh,
yeah.
But people racing,
I mean, I was glad that sometimes the caution didn't come out, but other times you almost are like hoping for that caution because you just need new tires and all that stuff. But that was a lot of fun.
It's amazing when you're too wide and you're bumping a bumper and there's a big train of traffic and everything's going around there. You do 3 or 4, well, you do 5 to 7 laps of that, and you were like got a proper sweat on.
Oh yeah,
and then
I
when
was
when the
tensed
yellow
up
flag
as
finally
shit.
comes, when the yellow flag finally comes, it's like, oh, fuck for that. This whole chat's going, oh my god, I'm pacing again, and you're like,
you're hoping for it. No, I hear you. Who are you guys planning on doing some more? How many more Daytona races are there? One
just
more.
There's one or two more.
Yeah.
All right, that's the time to do it. I'm not going to do it, but John, you're going to try it again?
It depends. It depends on what I feel like around about that time. But I would like to because I'm still so close to getting my full and automatic promotion. But
I'm surprised JP didn't do it, man.
I just didn't have time.
Yeah.
I have to focus my energy on the roadside now because I'm the champion.
That's right. How many people that got their pro license from the GT3 have already lost it? Because I know some people have.
Matt Fusa got the license and he lost it like 30
in a
minutes
Mazda Cup race,
that.
I heard.
Yeah.
Classic. That's what would happen to me if I ever got it. Be like, well, let's go ahead and do Mazda Cup. Whoops-a-daisies.
It's good.
Speaking of license,
rating.
if I don't get my pedals up and running soon, I'm gonna be C class on oval, but I will be B class on road. How effed up is that?
Yeah, that's crazy. I had to grind to get my C class just for oval so I could do the 500. Now I'm close to my B class already.
Yeah, well, 500 miles of a race with 0 incidents. It's, kind of like 12 hours of Sebring. If you don't have an incident, you're gonna big time gains.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
SR boosting lobby.
That's right.
Don't worry about it. I'm B class too, so it's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to make D class road. That way I can race with Air Messi and just punt him, and he'd be protest, and I'll be like, sorry, netcode.
Damn netcode. Worse than ATS.
By the way, talking about the 12-hour shepherding, are you gonna? What did I say?
Nah, I'm just
shepherding.
laughing
The 12-hour shepherding. Is that like a new farmer event? Is it a?
Yeah, I'm excited for that race.
Are
I
you
gotta
gonna
find a
race up
teammate.
in a team again? GripTV team?
Well, there's gonna be multiple ones. I want to get one person on my team. That's it. I don't know who's it gonna be. Who's gonna trust me?
Have you started up the car? Are they bringing the new GT3 cars in there still, or are they gonna use the 4GT? And
That's a good question. It will be after the new build, so I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think many people. Well, it's going to be tough. Like, you get 2 new cars and you got to practice. People may not be comfortable with it, but I drove the BMW at Sebring for when it was on the schedule, and I did quite well. It's a decent car there.
The Beamer's really nice round there.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. I'm sure there'll be multiple amounts of GripTV teams, nation teams, all that good stuff, because it's only 12 hours. You can do it easily with 2 teammates, in my opinion.
What time does it start? I can't even remember. Does anybody know?
It's I think it's 13 GMT. I think the endurance races are usually always at 13 GMT.
Yes.
Starting.
Oh, be quiet, Judson.
I could do.
All right.
I could do the first 3 hours and the last 2. Fuck, it sucks.
Yeah, if you went, you could do it in groups of 3 hours.
Yeah, that's my only issue with it. Is like I got to be in work for 5 GMT, 5 PM, and then I got to be, and then home. I'm home just after 10, so it means I got to miss like 5 hours, 5.5 hours.
I always thought it'd be a good idea to do like a 2-hour practice session for Sebring, have a bunch of people just hot lap, get like a qualifying going, and then based on how fast people are, that's how you would group up teams. It'd be a good way to find teammates, to find someone that's you don't want like you don't want to group up with like a super fast guy and you're slow. You're gonna be holding them back, and you know. So I think if you did like a 2-hour practice session, everyone does their hot laps, working on their setups and stuff. Then it's easier to find teammates. We may do something like that,
That would be a good idea. I bet there's plenty of people who want to race in a team, but they don't have any teammates yet. So that would be a good help for them.
Mm-hmm. How would we do that? Would we just only have one car to choose from so that the times are even as possible?
Oh, I see. Well, we could do like a multi-class race with every car individual class, and then everyone picks their whatever car they want to drive, do all your laps, and then see who you're matched up with the same car.
Okay.
And good to have several hosted sessions. Don't have to be like one only.
Right.
So people can test out.
Default weather then.
Something to think about. Yeah, default weather, whatever.
Oh, that's one topic I want to discuss. There have been lots of discussion about people testing in default weather.
Yeah, Mika.
Please explain that to me. I don't understand. While we are racing on dynamic weather, realistic weather, why you want to test in static weather?
JP makes a great point. How many GT3 races have you done on default weather? Official races? None.
I can't remember. Yeah.
None. So why would you practice on default weather? No, I agree,
because, JP. I'm all for I'd rather default weather in a practice.
It's a good baseline, I guess, what people think, but
yeah, but it's just constant baseline, isn't it? It's constant. Like this, like for next week now, you do a default weather for next week's GT3 this weekend, just to get a constant level. The week after, you do constant.
Good baseline.
It's going to be above or below that line somewhere, but it's just having a constant playing field.
Why isn't there an option when you're setting up a hosted to click on random weather? So it would pick a random weather whenever the hosted session goes live. It would just be like a normal GT3 race, how it randomizes it. They should have that option.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Do you really want to go and join a hosted session when the weather's fucking awful and the car feels like crap?
But you're doing all the hard practice at that point already.
Yeah.
I always practice
because it could be a very bad weather in the race.
Right.
So you're prepared for that already.
I'm with JP on this one. I say, make it hard on yourself.
I always practice with a hot track. And that way you can only ever get into a race with more grip.
Sure.
So that's the way I go.
And I think if you're practicing, I really don't think the weather comes into play that much. You're working on your braking points. You're working on your turn-in points. You're getting the feel of the track, the feel of the setup. I don't think the weather plays a huge part in it. So we're kind of nitpicking.
It can be a monster difference.
Yeah.
You think about it. You get a sticky track and your braking distances are far shorter. Your turn-in points are far more aggressive. And your acceleration zones are far earlier out of corners. Now, you go on a slippery track, a really slippery track, you've got to brake earlier, you've got to brake softer, you've got to accelerate softer, you can't turn in as hard. It's a massive difference. Whereas if you've got a middle ground, it's either going to be somewhere over that line,
That's true.
And
or you could just
you imagine practicing for like 2 hours on a track that's super slippery. You get used to everything about that track, and then all of a sudden you go into a race and it's grippy as shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my god, I'm so much slower than everybody else.
Or just do an hour practice on grippy weather and an hour practice on slippery weather.
You could do that.
Or just use default weather.
Once I kind of have the track nailed, like, in normal default weather, and then I'm going to be all right anyway. Because I know from whatever happens, I'm not going to be too far removed from wherever's, I'm used to.
Q2 says default weather is not fast weather. Yeah, I agree. It's not super...
It's
not
optimal
really
weather.
grippy. Yeah, well...
iRacing has said that default weather is the optimal race weather.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's how they have said it. So
optimal means fastest.
No,
best.
not fastest. The best, where you have like the balanced grip.
It's average.
Like
Over a stint?
Yeah,
it's not too
means
hot
best.
and not too cold.
Okay.
So it's like a...
Right.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean... yeah. It's practice. If you're on the track, regardless of the weather, and you're practicing, you're going to be improving anyway. But it brings up a good point, though, JP.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you can't figure out in your first lap of being in the race that your weather is different and adjust, all your braking points accordingly, go find a different game to play.
And like I said
Get
before...
your set game. iRacing is not a game.
It's not a game.
I wasn't talking about iRacing.
It is a game, you fucking nerds.
It is a game. In the genre of simulator.
Nah. That's actually another point KR brought up in there, talking about having a few first laps in the races, which at this point, in my opinion, is too little. When you the race, you have 2 minutes of warm up, where you have when you get on the server, you have 1 minute left anymore there. Then you have 7 minutes of qualification where you have to do a very good time, and you don't have time to try to improve your setup. So.
No, I really, I mean, we've talked about it before, but I really do not like this new, deal where you get a 2 minute practice, 7 minutes qualifying, 2 minute grid time, and then you do your race.
Yeah.
For a Mazda Cup race, the lower feeder series, they really fucked that up by not allowing, you to jump out of Mazda Cup and make, the next feeder series race. They've really messed that up, and they need to do something about that. I'm okay with, the 2 minute practice, the 7 minute qualifying for, a longer race, like Star Mazda, you're C class and up. But I think for rookie and D class, they need to get rid of that and just go back to the 5 minute deal that they had beforehand, because they've really screwed up the feeding, being able to grind stuff out.
Right.
They've really messed that up.
You just gotta adjust your timing a little bit. You can do I've been doing Mazda Cup. It's short though at Jefferson. Usually it doesn't end at the bottom of the hour. This week's different though, and then you can do Mazda Cup right into Cadillacs, right into a race that's quarter after, like a GTC or an advanced Mazda. Sometimes it works out, but you're right. Most of the time, KR, it screws everything up.
Yeah,
I really hope the schedule's better next season. It's been absolute dog dirt for a couple of seasons now.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll change it.
It's also strange that they have the GT3 and Formula 1 race going off at the same time.
Jesper, say something.
Something.
Good job.
Good job.
Thanks.
Any new recipes?
No.
Okay.
Any new puns?
Explain to us how to race the SK Modified.
Go fast.
Turn left.
So the SK Modified, I love the SK Modified. The best car to do a drinking game in ever. Because you cannot see where the right side of the car is. You bounce it off the wall coming out of so many corners. It's like, oh, bounce it off the wall, take a drink. Love that game.
Yeah.
That drinking game. I'm not talking about iRace. I'm talking about the drinking game. Because I can't tell you how many times I bounced the right front off the wall coming out of a corner and be like, oh, drink. You don't finish the race because you end up hammered.
Hey, I did an SK Modified race, 50 laps, 0 incidents.
I got disqualified from one.
Booyah. Well,
I really like the SK Modified.
It is fun.
Yeah.
It is fun.
Why is the car not symmetrical? I don't get it.
Because it only turns left.
Just oval.
They're like, well,
they
we're
don't
just
run
turning
road.
left, so we're just going to build the car that turns left.
Oh.
That's it.
Have you guys tried it on the road track?
Yeah, does it work or not?
It does all right on the road. It's not the best. But the sprint car is way better on the road than the SK.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I love that sprint car. It's crazy on the road.
You don't think it's sprint car?
Yeah, the sprint car on the road, you wouldn't think that it gets around there good, but man, it beat what were we doing with Fidjik? We had the sprint car, and I think it was the GT3, maybe the Cadillac. And the sprint car with Fidjik behind the wheel was just whooping everything.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
Doesn't it have like 800 horsepower or something?
Yes. Yeah.
One gear. One gear.
Yeah.
One gear.
Yeah. No transmission.
There's no transmission.
In real life, it's direct drive. The drive shaft is connected to the engine, which is connected to the rear end. There is no transmission. It's called an in and out
Connected
box.
to the shin bone.
And you have to push start those? Or how do they get them started?
Yes. Most of them you do have to push start. My father actually has a patent for a starter system for them.
Really?
But
Ooh.
yeah, it's pretty slick. But yeah, most of them do need to be push started because they run off a magneto. But there is no reverse, so you rock the car, and it creates
Magneto. Isn't he a villain?
Yeah,
X-Men.
And he took the name from a magneto.
Nice.
So it's got no clutch in the transmission.
It's gas and brake, and the drive shaft goes right through, right between your legs, and you sit. You literally are sitting. Your feet are your knees are at a 90-degree angle. Your back's at a 90-degree angle. You're sitting essentially straight up, and the drive shaft goes right through your legs, and so it will teach you. That's why I can do left foot braking. You don't have the option of using one foot to drive. You have to use 2 feet.
So when you're sat on the grid, how do you stay still if you've got no clutch to disengage the drive? How do you not?
It's on an oval. We do rolling starts. Everyone gets pushed off.
Oh, and you just carry on. You don't stop.
So once they are ready to start, they start pushing off the cars, and then the ones who have fired up, they just go around the track. Everyone's going around carefully till all the push trucks get off.
That's crazy.
And then they form up. Then we form up, and then the race starts, and yeah, it's a good time.
So it's probably in real life.
In
real life, it's probably like 2 to 3 laps rolling start before they get going, or.
Oh yeah,
These are sprint cars you're talking now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that why you couldn't stop running over people?
Yeah, they just go. They don't stop.
But
is it too early for that joke?
It probably takes about 5 minutes to get everyone fired up.
That's crazy.
And lined up and whatnot. So yeah, and there's no pit stops, and a sprint car literally will take a gallon of fuel a lap.
Wow.
At least a 410 cubic inch engine will take about a gallon of fuel for like a half mile track.
Yeah, I was gonna say these are short tracks, like a half mile.
Yeah, for a half mile track, and they run off alcohol. And it takes.
So do the drivers.
And not a good idea.
That's crazy though, because you've done that in real life, KR. Real life sprint car driver, right there,
Yep.
real life. Okay.
You've driven that car with 800 horsepower.
Yeah, they're actually, iRacing shorted the horsepower. They're actually 900 or more.
Damn.
Are you crazy?
So if they can put that much into a sprint car, why can't Americans make a road car with that amount of horsepower?
They do. They just don't turn.
I mean, have you not seen NHRA? They're 22,000 horsepower or something like that. They're ridiculous, but they run off
drag racers.
The top fuel drag cars. They're in the thousands of horsepower, and good luck turning that thing.
That's crazy.
So with the sprint car, when you come to the end of the race, you just cut the ignition, and that's that, right? You can't stop. You just turn the engine off.
Like your gear shifter is right here on your right hand side. You pop it into neutral. I mean, like I said, it's an in and out box. So you're either in gear or you're in neutral.
Right.
And so pop it into neutral, shut the fuel off. You wouldn't want to cut the ignition because there is still so much fuel coming in. You'll screw the engine up. So you shut the fuel off, and when you shut the fuel off, it kills it.
That's crazy.
You learn something new every day.
That's right. Yes.
That's awesome.
We should do some. We should do some hosting sometime with some sprint cars, man.
Yeah.
That'd be fun, man. Because I've done a couple. I've never legitimately given the sprint car a chance, just because I'm scared of it.
It's a very Jesperoni does an excellent job in the sprint car. It's a hard car to learn, but once you learn it, it is a complete blast. Very rewarding car to learn and to get good at.
Is that true, Jesperoni? Tell us about your experiences in the sprint car.
Well, first of all, you put a brick underneath your throttle so you can't go more than like halfway. That's the trick. And
Probably
then,
a good idea.
Yeah. Basically, try not to brake at all. If you do, brake like 0.01% of what you can brake.
Yeah.
And then, once you're done braking, let it roll through the corner, and then get on the throttle. Just tiny a little bit, just to kind of stabilize, and then slowly squeeze that throttle up until you're at the wall.
There you go.
And then you'll be at halfway down the straight, halfway throttle.
Yep.
Pro tips from Jesperoni.
I'm going to buy this car in a minute.
Yeah, I recommend it, and I also recommend doing at least several hours of practice before getting into a race. Which the official iRacing races officially go officially at Tuesdays and Thursdays, officially late at night, about 7 p.m. Central.
Nice. Yeah, I should check that out. Always looking for something new,
Yeah.
Well, they're on about Daytona in chat. How long before that race starts from now?
An hour?
About 2 hours.
Oh, 2 hours.
2 hours.
About 2 hours.
Okay.
Maybe an hour. No, I think it's about an hour. Sorry.
Could you just pasted a link to a new Formula One tire compound which has alien color on it?
Speaking of Formula One, who's excited for the start of this season in Formula One?
I am.
Me.
I'm actually.
Nobody,
I
I
think
think.
I'm gonna watch it.
I think I'll watch it too.
I'll
Yeah.
watch it, but it's not going to make me nothing exciting about it. Let's get that part out of the window for a bloody start. It'll be McLaren in the lead with Ferrari very, very close, and then everybody else will be trying not to die before the end.
You mean Mercedes, not McLaren?
Yes.
Because they're a bit at the back.
Yeah.
Alexo,
It's going to be the same shit as it was last year.
Alexo's asking, would you ever consider to get a pro oval team for the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series? That wouldn't be that'd be like KR and Jesperoni.
I can turn left with my foot all the way in. I can't turn left by taking my foot off. It does not work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesperoni, I've watched him in the sprint car, and he does it perfect. And you've won a race in it. How many have you won in the sprint car?
I've only won one.
Just
That's
one.
all you
Now,
needed.
Yeah, and it was when
it when they were splitting? Were you in second split, top split?
Yeah, I was in second split, and I was on
Second
pole
split.
at Lucas
So
Oil.
you've never tell me about racing against Fred Lampella and PJ Dragos when they joined the sprint car races.
Well, for me, they kind of just go off into the distance, but in this scenario where they might actually have a spin, racing them is like it's so much fun when they're coming up behind you. It's like so hard to hold your line, and like and when I do make a mistake and might let them by, we're still super close, and it's really amazing how little room you can give people since these cars are so thin. Or
Yeah. The
not
net
wide.
coat on them is pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, those guys are hard. So when I started racing the sprint car, I had to race against Fred and PJ all the time because the sprint cars would never split. And so Jesperoni shows up, they start splitting, he wins the race. So I may stab him one night in his sleep just out of jealous rage.
So, Jesperoni, you did get that Alien Award then, or are you still working on it?
It still says I need the old F1 car, but even if I was a pro, there's no way I could run it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, it's not running anymore.
They may update that soon.
Oh, by the way,
yeah, of course they will.
So otherwise, you got it.
Yeah, the first pro race start, I think, is on the 27th, so that's before the next season. So
Okay.
I should have it then.
Okay.
I should.
Huh. All right. Whew. Over an hour and a half of the GripTV Hangout.
My.
You know what? We do these every fortnight.
How long
Google
is a
fortnight.
What is a fortnight?
Every 2 weeks.
Oh.
Every 2 weeks, you can see a GripTV Hangout and our ugly mugs.
Mike, you have to realize Matt is only using Fortnite because to him that's still a new word. He
Yeah,
it
only
is.
learned what a Fortnite was
Yes.
a couple of hangouts ago.
A couple of
New word
fortnights ago. Don't forget to go ahead and go to GripTV Team GripTV.com. That's where you can find all our personal streams, and we race it hard and we race it long.
Ooh.
Also remember the Discord.
Don't forget about the Discord, guys.
So who's streaming what today? Anyone streaming?
Advanced
for the
Mazda. Whoa, coming up.
I'll be there, Matt. I'll be there.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yes.
So
yes.
Let's do it.
Matt's doing Advanced Mazda. Jess Baroni's going to be eating something during his stream. We're not sure what.
Oh, yeah.
Air Messi, what you got going on today, John?
Drunk Project Cars, woo!
Drunk
Sounds
Project
good.
Cars.
Sounds good. JP, you streaming, or are you gonna, have some too tired excuse?
It's getting late for me already.
It's late.
He's got some
Here
calluses
you
to
go.
build up on his left hand.
Yeah.
On that note, the epic music has begun. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh boy. Like I said, social media, spread it real thick like all over those internets. If you like what we're doing here at GripTV, go ahead and give us all a follow. You can even subscribe to JP and my channel. Oh my goodness, GripTV is coming at you live every single day, available 24/7 on Twitch and YouTube. It's nothing like you've ever seen before. And we're going to keep it rolling, folks. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the questions. Thanks for the moral support. For Jess Baroni, Mike Mason, Air Messi, Outlaw, and J Plays, we'll see you next time for the Hangout. And we'll see you later today for the personal streams. What are we doing, the alien thing?
Hey, Pat.
There it is.
That's the alien
See
thing.
you guys next time. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Later, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yay!
You crazy bunch of people.
Oh.